जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शील प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत श्री श्रीमती डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की। नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री शारी गौर भक्तवृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। श्री वृंदावन धाम की। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की। गंगा माई यमुना माई की। कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदायिनी तुलसी महारानी की। कलयुग भुवन मंगल हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की। प्रभुपाद ट्रांसलेशन बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. 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 All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this morning Bhagavatam class. Today we are going to discuss chapter 4, canto 4, chapter 2, verse number 29, 30. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike Krishne Sodhama Upagate Dharma Jnana Divisaha Kalaunashta Drisametat Puranarko Dhunodita. नष्ट शौच मूढ़ाधियो जता विषांस्ति धर्निः विसन्तु शिव दीक्षायां यत्र दैवं सुरासवम् नष्ट शौच मूढ़ाधियो जाता वासांस्ति धार्निः विसन्तु शिव दीक्षायां यत्र दैवं सुरासरम्। Saucamuradiyo Sattavastham Santu Simadakshaya Tadaivam Surasharam Nasta Saucha Mudhadiyo Nasta Saucha Mudhadiyo Nasta Saucha. Okay. Yeah. Nasta Saucha Mudhadiyo Tattavasmastitha Santu. Word to word translation. Nasta Saucha, cleanliness being abundant. Mudadhiya, foolish. Jata Basma Asti Dharinaha, wearing long hair, ashes and bones. Bisantu, may enter. Shiva Dikshayam, into initiation of worship of Shiva. Yatra, where. Daivam, are spiritual. Sura Asavam, wine and liquor. Translation. By His Divine Grace, our Charnarvida Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Those who bow to worship Lord Shiva are so foolish that they imitate him by keeping long hair on their heads. When initiated into worship of Lord Shiva, they prefer to live on wine, flesh and other such things. Purport. Indulging in wine and meat, keeping long hair on one's head, not bathing daily, and smoking ganja, marijuana are some of the habits which are accepted by foolish creatures who do not have regulated lives. By such behavior, one becomes devoid of transcendental knowledge. In the initiation into the Shiva mantra, there are mudrikashta, in which it is sometimes recommended that one make his sitting place on the vagina and thus desire nirvana or dissolution of existence. In that process of worship, wine is needed, or sometimes in the place of wine, palm tree juices which are converted into an intoxication. This is also offered according to the Shiva Agama or scriptures on the method of worshipping Lord Shiva. Verse 230, I will read. Brahma cha brahmanaschaiva yad yuyam parinidhataha setum vidharanam pumsam atha parasandanam astritaha. Translation. Virgumuni continue. Since you have blasphemed the Vedas and the Brahmanas, who are followers of the Vedic scriptures, it is understood that you have already taken shelter of the doctrine of atheism. Virgumuni is cursing Nandiswara said that not only would they have they be regarded as atheists because of these causes, but they have already fallen into the standard of atheism because they have blasphemed the Vedas, which are the source of human civilization. Human civilization is based on the qualitative division of social order, namely the intelligent class, the material material class, and the productive class, and the laborer class. The Vedas provide the right direction for advancing in spiritual cultivation and economic development, and regulating the principle of sense gratification, so that ultimately one may be liberated from material contamination to his real state of spiritual identification, aham brahmasmi. As long as one is in the contamination of material existence, one changes body from the equative up to the position of Brahma, but the human form of life is the highest perfection life in the material world. The Vedas gives direction by which to elevate oneself in the next life. The Vedas are the mother of such instructions, and the Brahmanas or the person who are in knowledge of the Vedas are the father. Thus, if one blasphemes the Vedas and Brahmanas, naturally one goes down to the status of atheism. The exact word used in Sanskrit is Nastika, which refers to one who does not believe in the Vedas but manufactures some concocted systems of religion. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that the followers of the Buddhist system of religion are Nastikas. In order to establish his doctrine of non-violence, Lord Buddha flatly refused to believe in the Vedas, and thus later on Shankaracharya stopped this system of religion in India and forced it to go outside India. Here it is said, Brahmana cha Brahmananam. Brahma means the Vedas. Aham Brahmasmi means I am in full knowledge. The Vedas ascertain is that one should think that he is Brahman, for actually he is a Brahman. If Brahma or the Vedic spiritual science is condemned and the master of the spiritual science, the Brahmanas, are condemned, then where does human civilization stand? Virgu Muni said, it is not due to my cursing that you shall become atheist. You are already situated in the principle of atheism, therefore you are condemned. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanaslakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadadishwar Padantikam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome again to this morning Bhagavatam class. It is a tradition in a culture that before we speak from Srimad Bhagavatam or before we heard Srimad Bhagavatam, we should glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Because this Srimad Bhagavatam is Sakshat Bhagavan Sri Krishna. The Bangmaya Swarup, the literature incarnation of Krishna is Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna can manifest in any form. Like when he manifests as rock, it is Giriraj Govardhan. When he manifests as water, it is Yamuna, Ganga, and ultimately Radha Kunda. When he manifests as a living Guru or living guidance, it is our Sri Guru, our spiritual master. When Krishna agrees to appear as a land, it is Sri Vrindavan Dham. Similarly, when Krishna agrees to appear among books, and these books are called Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So let us offer our prayer to this personality, Sri Krishna, through the words of Sanatan Goswami. Please repeat after me. Premananda Pathaya Premavarti Aksharayate सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्री कृष्णाय नमोस्तुमे Premananda Pathaya. Just by doing Pathan, just by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, what we'll get? Premananda. If we read Srimad Bhagavatam in the Parampara system under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada and his followers, then we'll get Paramananda. There is one more Ananda which is called Jadananda, derived from the senses and skins that we all aspire for, right? That's why we are in this metal body. So just by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, just by serving Srimad Bhagavatam, we will get Paramananda. Premananda Pathaya Prema Varti Aksharayate. The syllables of Srimad Bhagavatam is ready to fill, ready to shower a prema, the love for Krishna. Not for one canto, not like one chapter, not one verse, even one syllable. They are enough to get us Krishna Prem. Krishna Tulya Bhagavad Vibhu Sarvasaya Prati Sloke Prati Akshare Nana Artha Kahe. Every syllables of Srimad Bhagavatam is ready to fill us with Krishna Prem. Premananda Pathaya Premavarti Aksharayate Sarvada Sarvasevyaye. See, our problem is we have not asakti, bhav, ruchi or love for Krishna. This is our real problem. If our heart is filled with love for Krishna, if we have rati, asakti, bhava for Krishna, then we'll get rid out from this problem of janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. So why this is so important that Premananda Pathaya Premavarti Aksharayate Sarvada Sarvasevyaye. All of us at all time we should serve Srimad Bhagavatam by distributing, reading, hearing and speaking. Why? Why is it so important? Because Sri Krishnaya Namostume. This Srimad Bhagavatam is Sakshat Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Can I ask you one question, all of you? How long how long did you take to reach temple from your home? Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Ashram devotees 30 seconds, right? No. Padma Puran described that. Please repeat after me. Janmantare Kirtam Punyam Tada Bhagavata Labhet. Janmantare Kirtam Punyam Tada Bhagavata Labhet. When one strives to serve Krishna for many, many lifetimes, does Srimad Bhagavatam become pleased and enter the life of that devotee? Janmantare Kritam Punyam Tada Bhagavata Labhet. When one served Krishna for many, many lifetimes, does Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita become pleased and enter the life of that devotee? See how glorious Srila Prabhupada's service is. Like people like me, I have not served Krishna in my past life, but through book distributor, through devotee, somehow or other, this Srimad Bhagavatam entered in our life. So, Sadasevya Srimad Bhagavati Katha Yasya Sarvana Matrena Hari Chittam Samasraya. Bhagavatam is glorified even in Padma Puran as well. Question rises like how many times we read Srimad Bhagavatam? How many times we distribute Srimad Bhagavatam? How many times we heard Srimad Bhagavatam and how many times we speak Srimad Bhagavatam? The verse says Sadasevya eternally. Don't think that I have read Srila Prabhupada's books once in my life. That's enough. That's not enough. Prahlad Maharaj said in his Bhagavat that Matirne Krishne Parato Sotava Mitho Bipadeta Grihe Vartana Adantar Gopir Vishatam Tamishram Punah Punah Charvita Charvananam. Those who are demoniac, they serve their senses again and again. Similarly, those who are devotee, those who are followers of Prabhupada, they serve the senses of Krishna again and again. Sadasevya Srimad Bhagavati Katha. Why? Because yes, Sarvana Matrena Hari Chittam Samasraya. That Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari, whose shelter we have to take, he will reside in the heart of the listener. Those who heard Srimad Bhagavatam. It is very beautifully described in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam that Sadhyo Riddhe Avaruddhatat Kritibhi Susrusubhi Takshanat. Krishna entered in our heart, and what will be the result? The door shut behind him, so he can't leave. just like a plastic bottle, you know. If we try to push something crooked object, bending object, it will not go easily, right? But we push, push, push. Finally, when it goes inside, we can't take it outside, right? In a plastic bottle. Similarly, our heart is also like a plastic bottles, and our Gopinath, he is also Tribhanga Lalit. Three, he has also three bending form. He will not enter in our heart so easily. But if we push through this Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita by reading again and again, then he will enter in our heart and he will not come back again. So, our Acharya like Narottam Das Thakur and other Acharya, they say that those who distribute Srimad Bhagavatam, those who serve Srimad Bhagavatam, always in their heart, Krishna reside in full potency. Tomar Hridaya Sada, Govinda Vishram. The process of reading and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam has given in the Bhagavatam itself. Tat Srunvan Supathan Vicharana Paro Bhaktya Vimuchena Naraha. First you heard Srimad Bhagavatam, heard Harikatha through the lips of pure devotee. After listening Harikatha, then Tat Srunvan Supathan, you read it carefully in your home and Vicharana Paro, contemplate that. How I can bring the teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam in Bhagavad Gita into my life. How I mold my life in such a way that I can live my whole life on the basis of the principle of Srimad Bhagavatam. Vicharana Paro Bhaktya Vimuchena Naraha. After tasting the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, what you will gonna do? What we will gonna do? Distribute to the others. After tasting the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, we will distribute to others. Janma sarthak karo kari para upakar. First, make our life sarthak, success by reading Srila Prabhupada's Amulya Grantha. Then, Janma sarthak karo kari para upakar. Do upakar to other by giving this nectar. So, yeah, this is just the introduction, hearing and studying Srimad Bhagavatam. So, I hope no one will gonna sleep in a class, even though the class will be so boring. In Bhagavad Gita, like our beloved Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan, as the greatest scholar, compassionate teacher, speaking to his disciple Arjuna, he is telling like, ye thamam prapadhante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manusya partha sarvasaha. If someone surrender me 100%, if one surrender me 10%, then I will reciprocate 10%. If someone surrender 50%, they will, according to that surrenderance, he will reciprocate. But if one will surrender 100%, then he said, aham tu asar papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. He will deliver us from all sinful reaction. So if we see like that, Krishna is works on the basis of justice oriented, right? But there is one more personality who is more merciful than Krishna. Guess. Huh? No idea? Krishna, more merciful than Krishna is his holy name. Like we see, right, in material world as well, like if someone for example, if we are in a crowd, right, if someone calls our brother's name or sister names, for example, we heard like, oh, this is my brother's name, even though he's not there present, but we start remembering the qualities of our brother, his singing, dancing, how little he eat, how he sleep, you know, everything, how he dress, how he walk, everything we just remember, because the sound, it has a nature to carry all these qualities of any person. So in the material world like that, so what do we speak of spiritual world? What do we speak of the two syllables, the name Krishna? The name of Krishna is contained, it carries all the 64 transcendental qualities, all the pastimes mentioned in the Bhagavatam, or not even mentioned in Bhagavatam, those pastimes which are manifest, those pastimes which are not manifest. the forest of Vrindavan, the associate of Krishna, the sound of Krishna's flute. Everything we remember just by saying Krishna. Just by saying Krishna. So in Shastras, it is said that all the scriptures, all these granthas are just like oceans, right? Uh, uh, when like in Bhagavatam, there is a story when the milk ocean was churned, and what came out from that churning? Poison, good thing, nectar. Nectar come out. Similarly, if we chant this Shastra, right? If we chant the Shastra, then what will come out? The holy name of Krishna. What's the verse? Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatva Nama Namino Padma Puran Narayanam Nam Naro Naranam Prasiddha Chauram Kathita Partibhyam Aneka Janma Arjita Papa Saucham Haritya Sesam Shruti Matreva Vayu Puran. Nama Sankirtana Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam Pranamo Dukkha Samanam Tam Namamim Harim Param. Bhagavad. Even Bhagavad is the conclusion of all the Vedas. Sarva Vedanta Sarami Sri Bhagavatam is said. In that Bhagavad it is mentioned in last verse. Nama Sankirtana Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam. All the scriptures, they are just saying about the holy name. Krishna works on the basis of justice, but holy name, his name, Krishna or Hare Krishna Mahamantra is work on the basis of mercy. Right? In the middle of night, if we are turning left to right, we say Krishna or Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we'll get benefited. We are eating, coughing or sneezing, if we say Krishna, then we'll get benefited. The Krishna name appear in our tongue, but the person Krishna, he will not appear, right? In the Bhagavad 10 canto, Ras Panchadhyay, Sukadev Goswami is telling Iti Gopya Pargayantam Parlapantam Tachitradha Arurudhu Shoshoram Rajan Krishna Darsana Lalasa. Even for the gopis, they need to cry to get Krishna in the middle of the night. Then what to speak of us? The topmost devotee of Krishna, gopis, they need to cry to get Krishna. So think about us. But holy name is so merciful that even if we are doing Harinam Sankirtan in the street, people in the restaurant, they are eating beef and like drinking alcohol, but in the middle of tongue they say, oh, see these Hare Krishnas. See, the name still appear in their tongue. How merciful name is, right? What's the beautiful incarnation of Krishna? What's the verse from that Chaitanya Charitamrita? नाम बिनु कली काले नहीं आर धर्म सर्व मंत्र सार नाम यही शास्त्र मर्म. And तार मध्य सर्वश्रेष्ठ नवविधा भक्ति कृष्ण भक्ति कृष्ण दीते धरे महाशक्ति. तार मध्य सर्वश्रेष्ठ नाम संकीर्तन निरपराध नाम लैलो पाए प्रेम धन. See, like Shastras are just, they are like flooding of the evidence of the holy name of Krishna. But there is one twist. See, Krishna name is so merciful. Lot of evidences we found even in the Bhagavatam, like Sanketyam Parihasyam va Istobam Helanam eva va Vaikunthanam Grihanam Asesa Agha Harim Vidhu. Sanketyam, just by Sanket, we are calling someone's name, but we are not calling actually Krishna, but we'll get benefited, we'll get Sukriti. Sanketyam Parihasyam. If someone like jokingly say the name of Krishna, he will get benefited. Istobam, in a singing, like lot of songs in India, like they sing the name of Krishna bhajans, we are singing that bhajan, will get benefited. Helanwa, if someone neglectly say all these Hare Krishnas, having Sikhas wearing dhotis, looking so weird, these Hare Krishnas, even they are getting benefited by saying that. Hmm. But there is one twist, you know. Krishna naam kare apradhera vichar. The holy name of Krishna considered offenses. That's why we always chant, right? Number one, to blaspheme the devotee who have dedicated their life to preaching the glories of holy name. Like that, so forth we are telling. So Krishna naam kare apradhera vichar. So you will, by if we do offense, these 10 offenses, we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then Bahu Janma kare yadi sarvana kirtana tabud na paye Krishna pade prema dhana. But you are thinking like, oh, holy name, Krishna is more merciful than Krishna is holy name. But even in holy name also it consider offenses. So what we'll gonna do? Where we'll go, right? Don't worry. Bhakti Vinod Thakur said that Chaitanya Nityananda nahi yehi sab vichar, नाम ले प्रेम दे बहे आसुधार, गौर नाम गौरधाम गौर रूप गुण, अपराध नहीं मानिते तारिते निपुण. Come to the pages of Navadip Mahatmya by Thakur Bhakti Vinod Mahasaya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Mahaprabhu, they are so merciful that they will not take any offenses. See, Krishna says that first clean your heart, then I will come. Our heart which is dirty with lust, anger, greed, pride, everything. First Krishna says, clean your heart, then I will enter. Just like in a home, all these broken furnitures here, there. Krishna says that, remove all that furnitures, put rangoli, welcome me, then I will come. But Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they say, we'll just ring the bell, knock the door, you just open the door, we'll get in and we'll clean your heart. Say like that. So, that's why we always chant Panchatattva mantra before we start chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj said that, used to say, worship the king of a palace in which you live. Like if you live in Treta Yuga, then you worship the king called Ramachandra. If we live in a palace called Dwapar Yuga, then you worship the Krishna Chandra Bhagavan. But similarly, if you live in a palace called Kali Yuga, then you chant Gaurar name. Right? So today we are going to talk about the merciful nature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is so merciful that even like Jagai and Madai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered them. Who is more sinful than Jagai and Madai? But he get delivered, right? My Guru Maharaj's last visit, I had get chance of personal darshan, and that time I about to finish Bhagavatam, and I said, my Guru Maharaj, in Bhagavatam there is so many verses that is describe the glorification of Bhagavat, that after reading Bhagavat we don't need to read any scriptures, we don't need to read any books. Then why we read Chaitanya Charitamrita? And my Guru Maharaj make his eyes so big, like, huh? And he closed his eyes and he said only one sentence. What's that? Guess? Chaitanya Charitamrita talk about Radha Tattva. Will not describe that. This is the esoteric topic. So, Gaur Nitai is so merciful that they don't need nice prasadam, they don't need nice dresses, not like opulent worship and everything. They just need, we just chant in front of him, they will happy. We will read Bhagavatam in front of them, they will happy. We will see in Chaitanya Charitamrita that when Pratap Rudra, right? Pratap Rudra, he was massaging the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he was reciting the verse of Gopi Git. And when he recite the Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Sloka, mentioned that Tava Kathamritam Sloka Raja Je Padila Uti Prema Vese Prabhu Alingana Kaila. Just by reciting the Gopi Gits of that Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam, Mahaprabhu gets up and just hug the Pratap Rudra. See what else he need to get in his life. He get the hugs of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How merciful he is, just by chanting the holy name in front of him and just reading Bhagavatam in front of him, he will so happy. But like we are thinking like, yes, we are worshipping Gaur Nitai, we will chanting Nitai Gaur Haribol and we will jump crazy. We'll think we belongs to Gaudiya Vaishnav, we belongs to ISKCON, we belongs to Prabhupada. See, we are the follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaganananda Pandit in his Prem Vaivarta Puran said that Gaurarami mukhe bolile nahi chali, Gaurar achar gaurar vichar laile phala phali. Just by saying from your tongue, oh, I belongs to ISKCON, I belongs to Gaudiya Sampradaya, I belongs to Prabhupada, mukhe bolile nahi chali. Just by saying from your tongue, it will not gonna happen. The being of Gaudiya will actually fructify when you follow the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when you follow the Achar and Vichar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then the things will happen. The Achar and Vichar, the characteristics, the life, the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all are given in Chaitanya Charitamrita. If we read, after reading, if we follow all these footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we will surely get Krishna Prem very soon. I was reading first in Chaitanya Charitamrita. I read Madhya Leela 19th chapter by the permission of my mentor Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. In the first verse he said, Vrindavaniyam rasakeli vartam kale naluptam nija sakti utka sanchare rupe vetanat punascha prabhur vidau pragevaloka srishtim. Vrindavaniyam rasakeli vartam, all the pastime plays of Radha and Krishna, all the books, the scriptures which has glorified Radha and Krishna, the temple, the deities of Radha Krishna, all are lost by time immemorial. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered a Shakti, empowered his personal associate Rupa and Sanatana to rediscover that place, the pastime place, the Keli Bhumi of Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan Dham. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that just like a Krishna empowered Brahmaji to create all this universe, similarly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered his personal associate Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. In the instructions given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami, he is telling all these 84 species of life, the Ajalaja, Naula, Khani, Stharvala, Kavimshati, everything. And he was telling, like after wandering through millions and millions of universe, by the mercy of Krishna will get Guru. That famous verse, Brahmande Bharmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Bhai Bhakti Lata Bij, come in that section. He was telling, after wandering in so many universes, after wandering in so many bodies, so many species of life, will get human body, and by the mercy of Krishna, we will get Guru, and the Guru planted the seed in our heart. What is called that seed? The Krishna Seva Vasana, the desire to serve Krishna. The Guru will plant that seed in our heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so nicely described that seed, when it sprout and become a creepers, being a gardener, like gardener, he is so like careful about the plants, right? The good amount of water, sunlight, and everything, like caring from the weeds that grows next to the plants or creepers. The gardeners like a gardeners when he is very careful about the plants, like that all the devotees, we are just like a gardener. We protect our that bhakti lata beach which is planted by our Sri Guru, our spiritual master. When that creepers grows and grows, one day it will reach the lotus feet after breaking all the universes. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing so nicely, breaking all the universes, going through Brahman Loka. One day it will reach the lotus feet of Sri Krishna in Golok Vrindavan Dham. And that time devotee will tasting the love of Godhead. Mm. The flowers the flower which is growing in the middle of that way, that are called the Ashtaswatik Vikar, the symptoms of our bhakti. And one day the creepers reach the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing that we should be very careful about the weeds that grows next to the creepers. And the most important he is describing, we have to take very careful about the animals. Just we have to think that the animals could not enter in the garden. If we like animals enter in the garden, such beautiful garden, then what will be the result? He will uprooted all these plants and everything. Then similarly, if the Mahaprabhu is describing that animals is like a mad elephant, and that mad elephant is a Vaishnava aparad. Mahaprabhu is telling, यदि वैष्णव अपराध उठे हाथी माथा उपादेव छिंदे तारा सुखी जाए पाता. If a mad elephant get enter in the garden of our bhakti, then he will uprooted all our creepers. So we have to be very careful about this Vaishnava aparad. This is the most dangerous things in our bhakti. Most dangerous things. Bhakti Vinod Thakur is describing that the Vaishnava aparad, there are 6 kinds. हंति निंदंती वा द्वेष्टि वैष्णव नाभिनंदंती क्रोध एति नो हर्षम दसने पटनानि सट. There are 6 kind of Vaishnava aparad. Hanti means one who tried to kill devotees or fight with devotees, punching and kicking, everything like that. Hanti Nindanti, who is very envious of devotees. Can you give me one example of enviousness, Chandan Prabhu? Envious of devotees. Why he's doing so? Why I'm not doing? Why he's doing? Envious of that devotee. If we see progress, that devotee is progressing so much, and we feel so envious, right? That envious is also Vaishnava aparad. Hanti nindhanti va dveshti. Dvesh means not glorifying devotees. Dveshti. And hanti nindhanti dveshti Vaishnava nabhinandanti. Krodh eti no harsam. Being angry with the devotees, right? No harsam. After seeing the smiling face of devotee, we are not smiling like that. That devotee, he's chant Hare Krishna and try to approach our Supreme Lord, and we are seeing that devotee and we are not smiling. And when we come in front of Radha Gopinath and we say, take me back home, back to Godhead, we have not compassionate to other jivas, then how we will go back home, back to Godhead, right? So this is the most dangerous things that we have to be very careful. Like we have a natures to see faults on others, right? We can't see good things on the Vaishnava. We only see bad things. That's why it is described in the Shastra that Kare na kare ninda Krishna Krishna bole. Don't criticize other Vaishnavas. Only chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Vaishnavera Gudagarahi na dekhaye dos. Kaya mana vakya kare Vaishnava santos. Don't see the faults on the Vaishnava. Yes, they are struggling in their life. If we see faults on them, then with this tendency, our seeing faults on other will go one day deep into the hellish condition of life. But that Vaishnava, he will struggle, not in this lifetime, but another lifetime, after another lifetime. One day he will he will walking on the planet, giving shelter to others, initiate others. But due to our fault finding tendency, we will go to hell only, not Golok Vrindavan Dham. So, वैष्णवे र गुणग्राही न देखाए दोष, काया मन वाक्य करे वैष्णव असंतोष. See, if we see Krishna's flute, right? How many holes in Krishna's flute? Yeah, Chidra, right? Your Guru Maharaj said, Chidra. Like that, we are also not complete. We have also faults in our, not body, in our characters. But one day Krishna, just like he play a flutes and he fill all these holes with the nectar of his lips in the flute. That's why, by the mercy of Sri Guru Vaishnava, one day Krishna will fill all our bad behavior. He changed all our bad behavior into good behavior. That in Benugit, gopis, they are wondering that what this flute has did in his past life. Gopya kimachara daya kusalam sma venur govinda damodhara api gopikanam bhungte swayameva sishtarasam hridinyo rishchattocho shurumumuchu tavaro yatharahe. Gopis, they are wondering what this flute has done in his past life, that he is tasting all the nectar of Krishna's flutes. Like that, one day Krishna also fills our heart with his sweet sounds of flute. One time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was with the Ramananda Rai in Swarup Damodar. In separation from Krishna, Mahaprabhu said that Konanda Kula Chandrama, where is that Krishna, who is the moon of Kul of Nanda Maharaj, Koshiki Chandra Alankriti, where is that Krishna who wears the half moon, what we call Krishna, half moon in his head. Ko Mandara Murali Rava, where is that Krishna who enchanted whole world just by playing his flute? Kono Surendra Nila Duiti, Korasa Ras Tandavi, Kosaki Jiva Raksausati. Mahaprabhu, in the Bhav of Srimati Radharani, he is telling that Kosaki Jiva Raksausati, hey Saki, sorry, in Hindi is come. Oh Saki, where is that Krishna? My pran is going to be detached from my body. Where is Krishna, the medicine of this suffering? Where is Krishna? Mahaprabhu, in the Bhav of Srimati Radharani, he is separating, he is cursing Brahma. Kohanta Hadik Vidhi, hey Brahma, hey Vidata, why you are keeping me in separation from my Radha my Gopinath? Mahaprabhu is telling that in the clarification of this mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishnadas Kaviraj has given us this whole Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, what is our responsibility towards Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is filled with the characteristics in the life and the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is telling, please repeat after me. Shuryatam Shuryatam Nityam Ghiyatam Ghiyatam Mudha Chintetas Chintetam Bhaktyas Chaitanya Charitamritam. The transcendental pastimes and the characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be heard, chanted and meditated by all of us in great happiness and joy. This is our responsibility. This is the instruction of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We are getting this human form of life. After getting this human form of life, we get the association of devotee and we get this Chaitanya Charitamrita, our Shiromadi, Granth Shiromadi of our Gaudiya Vaishnava. Prabhupada stopped the translation of Bhagavatam and he started translating Chaitanya Charitamrita. He was telling in Chaitanya Charitamrita that I am following the footsteps of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. how he was so old and he was so worried that my grantha will complete or it will not complete. Similarly, I am also in the old age. I am translating this Chaitanya Charitamrita. I am translating this Chaitanya Charitamrita following in the footsteps of Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami. We get this association of devotees, we get this Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, if we don't taste the nectarine pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then मनुष्य जन्म पाइया राधा कृष्ण न भजिया जानिया सुनिया विषय खाइनु हरि हरि विफले जन्म गवाइनु. So, in this note, I would like to conclude this is my Bhagavatam class, my class. Thank you. Hare Krishna, all of you. ग्रंथ श्रीमद् भागवतम की, ग्रंथ चैतन्य चरितामृत की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे.